Hey lads, this is day 333 of my series to get to 2K on chess.com, and I'm sitting at 1977. I just got a message back from chess.com saying that one of my previous opponents had cheated and they gave me some points back. And I've been playing several games over the weekend, and so I'm happy that I'm not starting this video in the 1960s, which is where I was. But yeah, one of my opponents did cheat. Their account was closed. And don't cheat. But I'm sitting at 1977. So let's see what we can do today. I really don't understand the point in cheating. Like, it's just literally just a number in chess. You know, you're okay. Let me focus on this game. Okay, so we're trying to control the center here. He's brought his pawns out, which means his bishop's stuck in. So we will put our bishop here, cutting through these pawns. And he's attacking us. And here, I'm just going to play... do I want to play e4? I think I might. I could play this and we get closed off. But then the knight comes here. I like my knight in this. I know the Jobava is... I'm going e3 and then putting the knight here. And they have to play here. I think they can close this off, can't they? I'm going to play this move. I don't know if it's completely correct. I don't remember. But if they take this pawn, we're going to take this one, I think. And the D file is now open. And our rook is on it. And this is someone from the Netherlands, Rick Motors. And I'm feeling very good about this. I can capture this pawn back and tempo the bishop. Another thing I can do is just bring my bishop out with check. He can block. But when we retake, he's got an isolated pawn here. Maybe that's good for me. His position might be slightly weaker. But I don't think I want to do that. I could also bring the knight here, and he's forced to come here on e6 to defend this square. Because if I get my knight here and fork these pieces, this is very good for me. So knight here, giving up on this pawn. I don't really need it. He's gonna come here, and then I just leave my knight there. And he can never kick it. And maybe the bishop comes here, trade, and my rook comes very active here. I could threaten to take here, here, and then check. I'm going to try this. I think it's better to be aggressive than go for a silly pawn. Like, this pawn is free, yeah. It's probably better to be aggressive, is it not? I don't know. Okay. Now we're threatening this after we capture. So capture here, and then we win the rook. We'll see what he does. Okay. Well, we're going to take this knight. I can't throw this check in. I don't know. This seems interesting. Maybe it's not good for me, but if he takes here, we capture here. Maybe he is, maybe he's doing fine. All three of my pieces are not super developed, are they? Let's get the knight in. He's going to have to take with the rook. He didn't. I'm happy with that. I can castle, but maybe I don't need to. I could have tempoed here and come back. Maybe that was better, but let's get the rook on the open file. What is that move? That's confusing. Here, I guess he wants to get his king in here. Let's just start pushing our pawns, I think. Maybe push this one. Tick, tick. And then keep pushing. Yeah, I think this is good. But he is challenging the open file here. I don't know why he didn't do this move slightly earlier. He gave me a free tempo. Could also just put the rook here and push. That gives him the open file. But the rook behind the pawn is probably decent. Maybe he'll push this one and then bring the knight here and threaten to come in. But taking it off, I think I'm going to take it off, lads. Because I have a passed pawn. This pawn seems pretty strong. We'll just defend it. Defend this one. And I'd love to get my knight here. Let's try this. Here, he goes here. I take with king, and he's got a check here. So we don't want to allow that. So let's move the knight. And we're gonna... Is he threatening to come here? Hit this one? Don't want to fall prey to any of these forks. So here we're going to have to come back. Here he has a fork here, it doesn't work. King is very central here. Maybe I should have brought the knight in though. I think the king central here is good. Here, 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 he wins this. So let's just push it. What's this move? He's coming here to get this one. Can just come here. Here, here, yeah. We're fine. Need this knight involved though. Let's get the knight closer. We'll come here when he checks us. He can't fork us because the bishop can just capture. Maybe we play this move. Where's he planning to go with this knight? Here to hit this one? That's fine. Let's come here. If he comes here, we just push once. We can take first and he captures, and then we go here. We'll just go here for now, I think. But this knight is quite strong, holding both these squares. Maybe my knight can come here. And I do think we should be able to get him. If he pulls the knight, where else is he going to go? Throw in a check. Okay. These pawns are going to promote. And now we're going to win these. And these pawns literally hold all the squares. Like it's holding this square. GG. Let's go. We did it. Oh, 1985. Let's see how we played there. Oh, I'm happy about that one. 81%. Whoa, look at that. We actually were losing out of the opening, but then we came back. And where was the real mistake here for him? Back here. So the game was pretty even, and I mucked up there. But yeah, here, I needed to find this check. And let's see, he goes back. Then I come d4. Hitting this one. I'm not really sure there. g1. This is very tricky. f1. I'm not going to find that move. I'm just not going to find that move. So I think the way I did it was fine. I mean, this check, I'm not losing. And he took. And then, yeah, this was his mistake. He needs to throw this in first. Because then my king has to come back. And I don't want to come back this way because he starts tempoing me. But then if he takes here, and it's basically an even game. But yeah, the order of him taking here gave me opposition. So now my pawns can tempo his king away. And that's just winning. So I'm very happy that I got that win. I don't think it was completely deserved, especially because at the start of the game, back here, I went for this idea and it wasn't right. So this actually, if we just go back to the start here, this move is correct. And people often do this. And I've had this same opening. But yeah, we got to go in with the bishop. What about taking the pawn? Taking the pawn is good, but going in with the bishop didn't seem great because he has this move or this move. I mean, both are equally as good. But let's say he does this move. Then I take on e4 with my knight. And my pieces are just more active. Let's say here he goes e7. Then we can just develop our other one and get our pieces attacking. We can come here and put pressure to the pinned piece. You know, the piece can't attack us because of check. So then maybe we could take, win a rook, or even take, win a pawn. I don't know. But yeah, maybe just, get more activity. Because I felt like after this series of trades that I went for, it wasn't so good. But here, even checking here is more important because then his king is I'm not able to castle, and I win the pawn back. Yeah, I need to play that better in the future. But anyway, let's go for game 2. Our peak on this series is 1993. So if we win another game here, we will be at our peak, depending on how many points we get. If it's a higher rated opponent, then any win will put us over our peak. This is a higher rated opponent from Azerbaijan. So we're actually going to, if we win this, we're going to be at our peak. We will be at 1994. Guys, I can't believe that this might be the day. I didn't think this was going to happen. The reason I didn't think it was going to happen is because I got those points back from that cheater. And that just happened. I'm going to put the bishop here. I know this is correct. And the knight's going to come here. Excuse me. We're going to castle. And this setup here is very strong for him. Oh, I closed my bishop in. Take. Bishop back. I don't like the bishop on this side. What if I just take it now? Yeah, I'm gonna capture it off with the bishop. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna capture it this way. And now his pawns are doubled, so I'm gonna leave my bishop here. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't take with a knight there. I should take with a knight there if maybe my bishop's, you know, here on e7. But this is gonna be quite hard to attack. Push here, take, and he wins a pawn. So let's get a piece in to help attack here, or even just swing the queen over to push on e5. And we always know in the Dutch defense, our whole goal is to get 2 pawns here together, side by side. If you can get these 2 pawns together, then you can push this one and maybe break open him, or something like that. And often you're fighting on this side of the board, and your opponent's fighting on this side of the board, and you don't really want to have to, whoa. Okay, wait. If he just takes, we take back. What if I go here, here, here? Just keep this knight really solid. I could capture, but then his bishop develops. Then I could bring my queen in. Hitting it. What about this move? He takes. We capture. I kind of like it. Here, if he just takes, I have the 2 pawns, and he's never getting rid of this knight. I'm gonna try this. It's kind of weird. I haven't done that move before. I'm in a very new game here. And maybe bringing the knight back here and here is what I need to go for. I capture this way and he takes. I have 2 pawns in the center. If I capture this way, I like capturing this way. But this way opens my rook up. I don't think this was good for him to take. But this way, you know, I do have the 2 pawns in the center seem quite strong. But this way, I have these two pawns. And maybe this one can push and we can start doing something. But yeah, I'm going to go this way because it opens my bishop up. And that seems like a good thing. And he's closed it off. What is this? I did not expect that move. That is not a good move by him. That is not a good move. So knight here, here, here. And queen. That is not a good move. I do not think that was a good move. I'm not sure. Maybe engine says best move, but it doesn't. I know it doesn't. It's going to say that that was a mistake. It's not a blunder because it's not blundering a piece, but it's a positional mistake. He should be breaking open my center so that his queen's more active. And maybe his queen could target this pawn, you know? Wow. From a 2K player. I really think that was a mistake. Because now my pawn structure is just all intact. Maybe he wants to come here to pin this pawn to the king and then take this one off. Could be an idea he has. Also maybe just threatening this one. But I'm going to just move my knight regardless. And the knight's coming here. What does this move do? He wants his bishop on a very active square. Bishop here, do I even care? I don't think I do. Maybe we swing the queen in now. Yeah, this bishop doesn't bother me here or here. I could have even sacked there. Because, I mean, this pawn is quite a strong one for him. Maybe just sacking my rook there. I don't know. Taking here and he takes back. I mean, he's just exposing his king and everything's weak for him. Okay. Wow, he's closed everything off. This is very interesting. The knight's got to come in, but also the rook. Let's put the knight here first and make some weaknesses. Here? Here? Okay, let's think about this. I think the knight deserves to be here. But then the pawn up. I think moving here, you know, moving the king over looks very good. Maybe h6 and then g5. Take, take. Let's do it. Looks fun. If his bishop moves, we just go here. This is a fun position, lads. I love the Dutch. This is why I love the Dutch. Look at his queen on the other side. He can't do anything. Guys, if I win this game, I'm going to have to go for a game 3. This is an annoying move. But also, My queen is hitting him, so hopefully I could do something here. Here, he's gonna have to take with rook. Yeah, I'm not seeing a tactic yet. I think we should get the other rook in. Or just play this here, here. Just bust open the whole position. And if he takes, we'll take here and get the rook on. Well, maybe h7. So he's forced into this. Take, take. So now we just capture here. Because I don't want my piece to be pinned. But let's say take, take, and I still have two defenders of this. And he's only got two attackers. So take, take, take. And maybe he takes here and then the queen comes out and we're looking at this. I think taking might be very good. We could also just take here. He takes. Then take. It opens it up more, doesn't it? Let's take here. And if he captures, we capture, hitting the queen with tempo and our rooks get connected. I'm not going to capture the queen because the queen then stuff comes off and I don't think I like that. Wow. Wow, guys. If I can win this game, this would be insane. So he really doesn't want me to capture here. What about just pushing the pawn? And then bringing this around? I mean, that's got to be amazing. My position's very good. If I get a bishop here, this is going to be fantastic. Here, he captures. And everything's closed off. What about just putting this here? And he's going to come here. Let's get rid of the rook. Put the bishop here. Then the queen can come in. Wow. I got 2 minutes still. In fact, what about queen check here? He's forced here or here. We could check here. Queens come off and bishop here with a pawn. Or even pawn here. Yeah, bishop here with a pawn looks so strong. I'm gonna just put it here. He's got a check. If I go here, this is mate. If I go here, he comes in here. Here he's coming in. Here he pushes. You take with check. I'm gonna go here. I gotta get his queen off. So here, check here. Here, check here. Here. Here he wins my rook. Oh, am I gonna get mated? There's no way. Here is mate. There's no way. He's not mating me. There's no way. Gotta check here or here. Pick this up. He checks here. It's gonna be checkmate, isn't it? I can't figure it out, lads, and I'm running out of time. No. I'm not gonna take this. That looks greedy. Oh, is that a checkmate? Dang it. Oh, lads, I had that. I had that game. I know I was winning this game. I just couldn't find it. Back here, this was a mistake to come in. That was a blunder. Because I allowed his queen to come in with check. I gotta get my king anywhere else. I mean, even here is probably okay. Yeah, it's not amazing. But here, just get my other piece in before defending this. I didn't need to do this so soon. That was a mistake. And my queen needs to stay near my king just to defend it. I got a sack there. Yeah, I couldn't find a move. Well, lads, I mean, that was a 20-30 where I got in a winning position against him. And that was really good. I thought that was really good. Guys, I'm going to do one more game because I want to try to get 2K before the new year. This needs to happen. Like, if I can do one more game today, then I could win a couple tomorrow and get 2K. So let's see what we can do in game 3. It would be fantastic to win this last game today. Come on. In 1988 from Brazil. Go into a Caro Kann. So we got a Jobava, a Dutch, and a Caro Kann. The exchange variation. Wow. I can just come here. Is this not a check here? Doesn't work yet. I think I can do this. kick here, here. But let's just put the rook here, I think. Or, I mean, taking here would be nice, but I'm pinned, so let's start with this. Or maybe even knight here. And then kick him. Take, take, and then I'm threatening this. Yeah, let's get the knight developed first. Seems like a mistake to try to save that bishop. Even here, I'm developing with tempo. Anytime you can attack another piece multiple times to force it to move. And here I'm developing with tempo, forcing it to move again. My position's definitely winning. I could even go here again. But I don't know if I need to develop again. Here, I'm forking the pawn and the queen. So he's going to have to try to defend it, but he can't. He can't defend this. He can't come to here because I take him. Oh, he can defend that way. Okay. And here, I'm just going to defend. Here, I take. That's fine. My queen's very active. And I'd love to put my queen here and get a check in here, but let's just castle first. Get out of this pin, because then he was threatening to take this. Just come here, take. I gotta remember I am up a pawn. Here, if he goes here, I just pull back, I think. Here, and I pull back. The knight can't get me. Yeah, I'm fine. But here, maybe he adds another attacker here. Here, and he wins. So maybe I have to come here, and he comes here. So maybe I just have to move the knight. I think that's what I have to do. So let's move with tempo and hit his bishop. And here I'm winning a pawn. I take it and he pushes. I take this one. I think I'm fine. What's this move do? Why did he do that? What does that move do? You got to always understand why your opponent does something. Why did he do that? That makes no sense to me. Now I can go here. If he pushes, we take this one. Here, if he attacks me, can I get out? Here, maybe I'm blocking my queen's retreat, but let's say here, he comes here. Yeah, then I'm actually trapped. Then I have to take, he takes, and I win both rooks for the queen, which is very good for me. But I really don't like 2 rooks versus a queen. It's kind of stressful. I would love to be able to make a trade. So let's just come back here and threaten to go in here. We grabbed a pawn and now we're out. And I want to get this rook onto the open file. Check here seems good. I win a pawn. Now I can trade queens. And now I win this. Let's go. He can come back to here, but I get a rook. Lads, it's that easy. Yeah! 1986, boys. Woo! Oh my goodness. I can't believe it, actually. 2 wins and a loss. That's solid stuff. Lads, we are 14 points from 2K. I'm going to check a review on this one. 89.6. So there was only 1 point where I blundered in the game, and we're just going to go to that and have a quick look at it. Here I played the queen to f6, and the reason queen to f6 is such a blunder is because he could attack my knight here, and we kind of talked about this in the game a wee bit, but he didn't quite spot it, and I didn't spot that I had made this mistake initially, but he could have attacked my piece. If I try to defend my piece, I could put my bishop here, but he can just force me away, and if I put my bishop here, then he can actually attack this knight another time with a special tactic, and I can't move my knight away because of this special tactic he has. So let me just show you if I defend or if I go here, what the special tactic is. So let's say I go here. He actually takes here on b5 and I can't capture him because he wins my rook, my king moves and he wins my other rook. That would be awful. And if I just ignore this and try to defend my bishop, then yeah, put my bishop here or somewhere else. And now the position's equal because he got an extra pawn, but he's looking at this. I'm going to have to come in here. You know, maybe he's got ideas of queen here and whatnot. So was pretty risky. This queen move was, there's a lot of calculation there and I did make a mistake. So that's if I move the knight there. Let's say I defend correctly on this side. Well, he could just kick me away, but even better, he attacks my knight another time. And yeah, I can capture him, but then he wins my bishop. So the knight's pinned because this bishop's undefended and I can't take here again because of this. My best move here is actually just to give up a whole piece, which is not something I like doing. But apart from that, like that one inaccuracy there, we just played phenomenal. I am really happy with that. 1986, 14 points from 2K. Can I do it in 2024? Maybe. Let's see what happens. See you lads tomorrow.